We're going to talk about using your calculator to evaluate the definite integral. So we can find the exact area, not total area. If you wanted total area, you'd have to put absolute value. This is going to find the exact area. It counts negative and takes it away from positive area, clearly between the graph of the function and its horizontal axis. So for instance here, for this function, the integral from -1 up to 7 of x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x minus 5 with respect to x, you're going to enter your function carefully, make sure you have it entered correctly into y1, and then you're going to go back to the home screen. You return to the home screen and it's got that little bouncing x there. So enter your function into y1, go back to the home screen, and then hit your math button, and then you're going to select number 9, and your screen's going to look like this. It's going to have the little integral sign. It'll have boxes for your lower limit and your upper limit. It'll have parentheses around where you're going to put your function, and then it says with respect to what. It's got an open box after the D for dx. So you're going to use the same process for entering your function into the home screen that we use for derivatives. You'll hit the vars button, the right arrow button, and hit enter twice. And then you should have y1 in those open parentheses. Make sure that you put the little box, the dark box over there inside the parentheses, and then you'll have y1 in that parentheses. So the function that you entered into y1 will be there. Then next, enter your lower limit. Here for us, in this example, it's -1, and then enter your upper limit. It's 7. And make sure that you put the x in there in that open box, because you are in real mode, so it's going to be with respect to x. So once you've filled all that out, then all you have to do is hit the enter button, and it will give you the exact area that's trapped in between your function and the horizontal axis over that x interval. And remember, you want 3 decimal place accuracy. So pause the video if you need to practice that. I've got some more here that we can practice. Here's another one. It can get tricky depending on what your function looks like to actually enter that function into y1. If you have things that are in the denominator of a fraction, make sure you put parentheses around those. Here's the integral from 5 up to 10 of 2 over the quantity 3x squared with respect to x. So go back into y1 and clear out your previous function that you had in there and carefully enter this function. Go to math, select 9, put y1 in the parentheses, put your lower limit, your upper limit. Don't forget to put the with respect to x and hit enter. And there you are, accurate to 3 decimal places. That's 0.067. Here's another one. Again, we put roots, especially anything other than square root, we usually put them in our calculator as fractional exponents. So you have to be really careful here with your parentheses. X minus 2 is on top, so you want parentheses around that. Then you're going to divide by x to the quantity 1/3. Make sure you put parentheses around everything so that your final answer, once you enter that into your home screen, so that it is accurate to the function that you are actually trying to find the definite integral of. So practice these two as well. Here's a couple more just to practice to show you how to put in secant and absolute value, things like that. So go back to y1. We have 4x. I think I went back and corrected that after I did the screen capture, but it's 4x plus secant squared. So secant squared is 1 over cosine squared. So again, look at the parentheses and make sure that you have your squared applying to all of cosine, not just to the x. Cosine of x squared is different than cosine of x quantity squared. So make sure you do that. And then your limits of integration are 0 to pi over 4. And so here we have 2.2337 and that's accurate to 2.234. On absolute value, remember you hit that catalog button, and the very first thing under catalog is it's ABS with open parentheses. That means absolute value. So hit enter, and that will put the absolute value marks into your Y1, and then you can enter your function. Go back to the home screen, hit math, choose 9, fill out your definite integral properly. Again, don't forget the with respect to x. It'll give you an error if you don't put that in there. And then this, again, will be the exact area trapped in the plane, or whatever your definite integral is modeling, whatever it stands for, that will be the value. So just like we talked about that you can find the derivative at a point in the graph screen, you can accumulate area in the graph screen as well. But I'm going to discourage you from doing that because just like derivatives, it's not always accurate to 3 decimal places according to what kind of function that you're putting in there, especially if that function has vertical asymptotes and things like that inside your interval. It can definitely give you the wrong value. So there it is. That's all we need to know to be able to evaluate a definite integral using our calculator. Come to class next time and we will give that some practice.